Well, as promised, we had severe weather yesterday and a pretty nice Sunday across the area after the rainfall moved out of here. Let's take a look at this morning in Indigo Sky Casino and Resort down in Seneca, Missouri. And as we go into motion, you can see that as we went through the afternoon, the clouds started to move away and lots of sunshine. And then this evening, we started to have a few clouds coming in from the west, but a pretty sunset across the area. And we're looking at mostly fair conditions right now. We made it up to 83 today after starting out at 65. The averages are 79 and 56. The record's 94, which, by the way, we tied the record yesterday at 90. And look at the rainfall. We're actually above normal for a change, but it's only by 1/100th of an inch of rainfall. And by the end of the month, we'll probably be behind again for the month, as we're not expecting much in the rainfall area this week. And we're behind as far as the year goes as well. Right now, I know this looks like a lot of rain, but it's actually moisture in the atmosphere. And that's because we're getting ready to see some fog developing later on tonight. In fact, looking at the fog tracker, we're going to see visibilities drop down to a mile or less, especially along and south of I-44 and also up to the north and east where all that rain fell last night. So if you're heading out in the morning, just make sure that your beams are on low and take it a little bit extra time. And then by mid-morning, it'll all be gone. Rain chances over the next 36 hours are going to be pretty close to zero, and not just for the next 36 hours, but for several days. And we'll get to that in the forecast. But right now, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Very pleasant out there with northeasterly winds and 69 degrees for Stockton right now. Dew points are in the 50s, and this is kind of an indication of where we're headed as far as overnight lows. And that's because when you start to see temperatures dropping down to the dew point, you get 100% humidity, and of course you get fog. Now, as we go through the week, the dew points are going to start dropping a little bit and then come back up into the 60s by the time we go toward the latter part of the week. In fact, looking at the upper airflow, we have that storm system that was over us yesterday moving up through the Great Lakes. We're going to be in a northwesterly flow pattern for several days, and that's generally a dry direction, but then a big storm system is going to hit the west coast. That eventually will start to work its way towards us, but it's going to take its slow, sweet time in doing so. Temperatures tonight are going to be dropping down into the 50s with light to northeasterly winds and 60s down to the south. And again, dense fog in some areas, especially areas that got a lot of rainfall last night. Then tomorrow, temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 80s across the area. And then in the Monday night into Tuesday time frame, we're going to see lows in the 50s to around 60 degrees. And then Tuesday afternoon looking pretty nice with temperatures in the low to mid 80s once again. And then as we go into Wednesday morning, southwesterly winds, and so we'll see milder temperatures in the 60s. And over the next 7 days, look at that. Not a drop of rain anywhere all the way until next Wednesday, which is when we finally start to see a 20% chance of showers in the forecast. But hey, let's enjoy the nice weather while we can, shall we?
I think we shall. Looks beautiful to me. Thanks,
yeah, me
Sam.
too.